everybody. I've been asked to come on today and to talk to you about working in hospitals. I'm an Usborne partner and I've been working with Usborne for 25 years. I have a very varied business which has grown through the time that I've been working with Usborne, and I now work mainly in schools, but I also have a very busy business working in hospitals. So I've been asked to come on just to explain what I do and how I set the business up there. So I was invited by the hospital charity, this is before lockdown, to come along to a mini market that my local hospital was running. They must have found me on one of my social media posts or something that I had been advertising on one of the community pages. But they contacted me by phone or email and invited me to come along. Um, I was told that there would be a number of stalls and I would be selling for one day, and I would be asked to pay 10% in money commission to the hospital charity. The hospital charity is set up, it's a huge organisation, and my hospital is linked to, well, I would say four big hospitals and a number of smaller units as well. And I was invited into this particular hospital, which is very local to me. There were about 8 to 10 of us selling on the day, and we took our own tables and we were given a slot and there was a fixed time. And we went in and we sold books. It's incredible to think of the number of people that we have an opportunity to sell to on those days. So, and I'll talk more about that a little bit later on. So then, of course, lockdown hit it. It was I was disappointed because we'd done a number of random sales. We'd also done the Christmas markets. Christmas markets were really, really profitable for me. Loads of book sales, loads of people buying Christmas presents, but obviously everything stopped for lockdown. So since lockdown, with the connection has been reinstated, but now this time we're only allowed one seller on a day. So I go in, I book my slots. I go three times a month now. Um, excuse me. Um, some of you will be aware that obviously I've been with Usborne a very long time, and my children are now grown up. So my girls are in their 20s. So I basically have a whole day where I can go off and do school book fairs and my hospital days. So that works really well for me. So how it works is I arrive, I book my slot. They provide tables this time, which is lovely. My husband and I, we arrive about 7:45 in the morning. Sounds very early, but that's a really good time because we catch the early bird people for appointments, and also lots of staff who start work at sometime between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. So we have 3 tables. We're set up outside the blood department in the main foyer. So it's a really, really busy location, and I take lots and lots of books. I take books for all age children. So starting with the preschool range, I take lots of fiction, particularly the 9 to 12 fiction, and I take a box of teen fiction as well. I also have, excuse me, I also have lots and lots of non-fiction. Have a little bit of a focus on things about your body, look inside going to the hospital, that sort of thing. But it's a really random day. I sell absolutely any book that Usborne has in the catalogue. So whatever I take, there is a very good chance that I may well sell those books. So basically I set up, my husband comes home, he works from home. We have a free car parking space for the day, which we don't use. We have 15 minutes outside the main entrance to unload the car. And then he comes home. He then comes back after he's finished work gets there about 5:15, 5:30. So I've been there on my own from 8 o'clock till 5:30. Sounds a really long day, but my goodness, the day just whizzes by. It's really, really good selling day. It's a great day for chatting to people. I do take along some sort of admin-y things that I need to catch up with, sort of team emails or doing my follow-up. So that's a good opportunity to do that, because there are times when I'm massively busy and I don't sit down, and then there's other times when the day can sort of drag along a little bit. So it's good to have something else to fill that time. So as I say, I'm selling to people who come in for appointments. So I'm next to the blood department. There's also a new baby, well, it's the prenatal clinic. So loads and loads of new mums and dads, lots of grandparents, and lots of staff. So there's a whole variety of people that I'm meeting. So when I'm meeting people, I'm not just selling books. And that's the really big thing about doing any Usborne event. The whole thing that we really must focus on is, yes, of course, we want to sell lots of books, but we also need to be networking. And networking at the hospital is fantastic because I'm meeting new mums and often with their partners. So that's a really nice opportunity. They may well be looking for some work during their maternity breaks. I meet people bringing their children in for appointments. So perhaps they're stay at home mums, or they might be older people, grannies. I'm talking to a lady at the moment whose children have all grown up and she's got grandchildren, and she's thinking, I'm a bit bored in retirement. She may well like to join my team. I met a lady recently who literally just came and asked me about the opportunity, and she's signed up. So I do have a lovely area for recruiting as well. I have a very simple sign. Are you looking for a flexible opportunity? That's basically all it says with my details. I've worked out how to get the QR code for the sign up, so that's there as well. And I have a basket with the starter kit. So people can browse through there, often sell books from there, but actually they're just having a little look, seeing the opportunity. I give them some information to take away with them, and they fill in their prize draw slips. So that's a really, really valuable resource for me to get these prize draw slips filled in and get my contacts for recruiting. The other thing that's really brilliant is repeat customers. I have lots of staff who come very, very regularly. I give out my business card with all the dates that I'm going to be in the hospital right the way through till Christmas, so they know exactly when I'm going to be there. Sometimes staff will contact me at home and say, could you please bring a book in? Sometimes I haven't got the book they want today, so I'll say, well, I'm going to be back in 2 weeks, is that okay? And so I bring it back for them then. It's a really nice way to build the community in the hospital, and also to feel part of the community in the hospital. I really like the community aspect. People like seeing my stall. They come and have a browse, they come and have a chat. Lots and lots of patients come down and people coming for appointments. So they're walking past me backwards and forwards to the blood department, to the scanning department, up to Costa Coffee. So they're coming past me multiple times. There's seats just opposite me, so they sit down there and have a little listen to what I'm saying sometimes. Children come over and have a browse. We chat about Usborne. Everybody knows Usborne, even if they haven't got children, they like to come and have a look. And actually having people at your stall will attract more people in. So that's really, really nice. The other really, really important networking aspect of that role is meeting people that will invite you to other events. So I've had some really nice school contacts there. Last time I was there, I met a teacher at a school where I'd been to for World Book Day last year, been trying to get in touch with the head teacher, no response at all to try and get myself booked in for this year. And this teacher said, why weren't you there for World Book Day? We didn't have anything really, it was a bit dull. So I explained, and she's now emailed me and asked me to start talking about author visits with them. So that's a really nice connection. Another lady said, "Oh, do you just do stalls? Because I'm taking over as the literacy lead for a school." I've now done 2 big book fairs for them. They did a book fair and sponsored read just before Christmas. We did an all-day book fair at World Book Day, and we've got 2 after-school days booked for this term. We're in the summer term now. So that's really, really valuable. So even if I'm having a bit of a low selling day, it's really important for me to be there and really be focusing on the Usborne opportunity, the networking opportunity. So I'm there meeting people who will be expanding my business. My business is predominantly in schools, so I'm looking for school teachers, PTA members. I'm looking for customers. That's easy because most people are in my local area, so I offer them free local delivery. I offer them £3.50 delivery off the website, which often they say, oh yes, that's fine. And I've got a daughter who lives in Scotland, so I said it's still £3.50. They think that's great. don't be nervous of offering the £3.50 delivery. It's just a charge. People pay it. It's really not a problem. So I give at the end of the day, I transfer the money across to the hospital charity, and it's 10%. So whether I've had a busy sales day or whether I've had a bit of a quieter day, I'm still only giving 10% in cash to the hospital, which works really, really well for me. And I've donated a lot of money to the hospital particularly since lockdown. I'm now going into the hospital 3 times a month. It's a really nice arrangement. They have invited me to a different hospital under the same umbrella, and I've been there a couple of times. I'm not going to do that because that's a little bit further away for me. So perhaps in time I might be able to offer that to one of my team. But it's really a nice way to support our local community. It's a great business tool for my business, and I get lots of sales, and I spend the whole day chatting about Usborne books. So perhaps that's something you could think about as well for your business. I would contact the hospital charity. That's who I have my connection with. But if you know anybody who works in the hospital, that could be a good opportunity for you as well. So good luck with that. And I hope you can find a way to work with your local hospital too. Thanks so much. Bye.